Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. Happy Sun Rule Day. It's Sunday. I'm making a video on the Sunday. It's the consistency for me. It's me for me. But yeah, I was like, my daughter went to sleep for a nap, and then I did my meditation, my manifestation meditation, and then I was like, I'm gonna come in, do my yoga, do my video, have my morning meeting, and I'm just like, let me get my video done because the video off my checklist will be the number one thing that I want to do while my daughter is asleep is do my video. I could do yoga while she's awake. I will work out with her later and all this and that. But I really wanted to get my video done with my baby sleep. I've been having mastermind group meetups and stuff like that, and we've been talking about our daily plans and to-do lists and stuff like that. And to have this like accountability group that we're in now is just like, that is an answered manifestation. I have my hands like this because that is an answered prayer of mine. Having an accountability partner is my boost. It's like that I hear big mama. It get when I hear when I hear big mama. I did have daily rituals on the cover. The video is about having daily plans. So I wanted to talk about each individual day of the week and just give suggestions for a daily ritual. So I also have time. No, I'll talk about that in a minute. So I got this book off of Amazon. It's like, I think it's Phoebe Garnsworth, and it's called Daily Rituals, Positive Affirmations to Attract Love, Happiness, and Peace. I love the cover. And then it's a book where you can like literally flip to any page, and the 2 pages that you will open to will like be your daily ritual for today. So this page that I picked for this video is, I vibrate light from my soul and create harmony around me. I love harmony because I've been thinking about harmony a lot. And it defined harmony. The definition, or define, the energy inside of you is pure and sacred. You emit energy and likewise absorb energy around you. What kind of energy do you wish to radiate and attract? Is there anything or anyone surrounding you that is depleting your own energy? As you start to take notice of energetic fields, you will naturally navigate towards positive vibrations. Just as energy is emitted, you absorb it, and just as you emit energy and absorb it, it can also be replenished. And Mother Nature supplies us with an abundant of resources to replenish our energy. Do y'all like to read out loud? Because I was very feeling like away. My mind was like telling me, you're messing up, you're fumbling your words, they're not going to understand you. It's like from childhood that reading out loud gives me the... And it's like reading verbatim, because making videos, obviously, it's my thing. But like reading from the book, I don't want to mess it up. But I'm pretty sure y'all got that. So it defines it. It gives you an exercise and a journal prompt. Exercise, it talks about spending time in nature to re-energize yourself and purify your thoughts and energy. It says go somewhere in nature, stand still, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. When you open your eyes, to walk towards your first attraction. Allow your energy to pull you near. Look closely. What do you see? Look at the details from the gift of Mother Nature. This beauty is pure energy. It's a way to cleanse and clear your mind and remind you how beautiful the world is. Give gratitude for this gift. Now look at your hands and see if you can see the same beauty in them. Keep looking at yourself until you do. And then for the journal prompt, it says write down what your home environment is like. Is it full of love? Are you at peace? Are you happy? Identify the areas you wish to improve. Write them down. Next, write down the solutions on how you can implement these changes to make to your home environment and make it a pleasurable place. What about work? Is it a pleasurable place to be? Can you make some improvements to help this? Small crystals, plants at your desk, or even focus on connecting with your coworkers, customers to improve your experience at work. Lastly, is your relationships. Are there any relationships draining your energy as opposed to uplifting them? Choose the right relationships that are only complementary, that only complement your positive, loving energy. So that was from our daily ritual. And just because I featured them on the cover, I'm going to not play you guys. Okay. I am always more than enough. I am in all of of my ability to become all that I set my mind to. Great. Okay. So, like I said, this video is really about Monday through Saturday, how you can use the energies of the day of the week to create a ritual for yourself. Just suggestions for you, because I'm pretty sure, I know you're busy, I know you're working, I know you got your own things going and stuff like that, but I'm delightful and I would like to just add some nice little tips to your life that could help you. So on sun ruled days, Sunday is really ruled by the sun. The energy of the sun will, highlight your day, whether it be your sun sign or, you may or may not know in astrology, the sun rules the zodiac sign Leo. So you can either be a Leo, look at your Leo placement, or you can go by your sun placement. And when I wrote down about that with me, I thought about 111, because my first house has my Leo placement. So the Leo placement for me is my personality, how I am ruled. I am ruled by the sun. I'm ruled by my roar, my fun, my, that you can look into many different placements. Like astrology is really what works for you. So just take whatever works for you and leave what doesn't. If you want to look at your Leo placement, if you want to look at your 5th house placement, because Leo is the 5th in the zodiac wheel. So it rules that fun house, the dates, the kids, the loving relationships, just all of that fun stuff. So you can look at either of those, or you can look at your sun placement and say, how can you nurture that? And for me personally, it's like I can look at Leo, Sagittarius, or Gemini. And I thought immediately about my Leo placement and my Gemini placements being the 1st and 11th house. So how do I present myself, 1st house Leo, to Gemini in the 11th house, the community? And my communication is there, because Geminis are like friendly and chatty, and they got the two sides, so it's the duality and the of that type of nature. So sun ruled days, if you take out astrology, is really good for self development, law of attraction, spiritual laws. Setting the tone for the week is very important. Writing down your manifestations and your visualizations. In my personal life, on Sundays and moon days, which is Monday, the next day I'll be talking to in this good intro to Moon Day. Sunday and Moon Day are about me, my sun, and my emotions. My sun and moon sign I really highlight on these days, which means I do not go on social media. I do not go on TikTok. I barely go on Instagram. Side note, I looked at my thing and it said that I was on TikTok for 24 hours this week. That means I spent one entire day no sleep on TikTok. I do post content on TikTok. I am Delightful D with a purple heart on TikTok. If you want to get a little more of my personality, I do a lot of dancing videos on there. I'm being silly, but I also put a lot of I like to motivate the people. I'm really a page about accountability, about self-love, about self-respect, about self-care. I'm about to get really into health, because that's where my life is pointing me. My life is bringing me back to my health and wealth. Healthy, wealthy, wise. So, Sunday and Moon Day, I do not get on social media because I need to purify my energy. It's always really good to take detox days just to see what is your energy and what is other people's energy. And it also shows me like how often do I try to reach for social media when I get off of social media for a while. So those are things that I do on Sundays. Really do the goal and the visualization for myself. So then I'll move to Moon Day. On Moon Days, I like to study emotions, because the moon rules is water, is the tide, is the emotions. Water is associated with emotions. So this is a great day to go by your emotions or whatever. And I actually have a copy of the emotional wheel, and just go on Google and just say Google the emotional wheel and it'll show you. And just looking at how have you been feeling in the past week, how have you been feeling in the past couple days, which words really stand out to you. And if I had to do a quick one, if it was Monday, Moon Day ruled, then I would think happy is coming up. Like, I've been really optimistic, really accepting, really curious, really confident has been coming up a lot too. Like, literally today I've been channeling showing up in my confidence. I had a recent opportunity to practice my gifts of divination and do readings in my group or whatever, in our group. And I was waiting, and then the more I waited, I got nervous, I got shy, and I was just in my head doubting my gifts in comparison to them. And then when I heard the feedback, they're like, you did so good, this pile resonated. I did my first pick a pile. I would love to do a pick a pile on YouTube and stuff. But it really gave me confirmation on my gifts and my style of delivery and my confidence. So, those are how I've been feeling lately. And what is an action plan that you can go by on moon days to nurture your emotions? How do you feel about emotional intelligence? How have you been tapping into your emotional intelligence? And those are the things that I think about with the moon. And study emotions. Look at the emotion wheel. This is an activity you can do. Find 7 words and meditate on those 7 words for the next week. So each day, pick one of the 7, and you can like see how you can bring that in or how that emotion fell up. And then the next time it gets to moon day, when you have a moon day return, you can look at those 7 words that you picked and say, on moon day I felt like this and I was connected to this word because of this, that, and that, and that. um Moon days, you can also look into your Cancer placement. You can look into where your moon is. So for me, that would be my subconscious, the 12th house, and my 10th house. And I also have Taurus energy there. So my moon and my Taurus work together. Moon, Cancer, and Taurus work together so that I can communicate myself better and communicate my energies. These talking out loud is so helpful for me. I'm a talk it out loud type of person. I'm a projector. I'm a self-projected projector in human design. And I do offer empowerment birth chart readings. I've never said that on my YouTube. If you ever want to talk about an empowerment birth chart reading, let me know, because I love to look at everything in your chart and show you that you are powerful, even if you think your Cancer placements don't serve you, even if you think your Leo placement is with the moon, so they are opposite, but you can really use your emotions to express yourself really strongly. And when you have balance with anything, anything can be a strength. So I just wanted to let you know I do self empowerment birth chart readings. And yeah, so that is Moon Day. And what are, you can always put your placements down here. We can always talk about your placements if you want. We could always, I don't know, I'm not an expert at human design yet. I'm still getting down that alley, but astrology, we go together real bad. We go together, you know. We've been going together for a couple years. Um so yeah, where is your Cancer placement? Where is the moon placed? You can also look at the 4th house. All right, so we'll move to Mars Day, which is Tuesday. Tuesday is ruled by the planet Mars, which is the planet of action, also masculine energy. So your um, masculine energy is the action plan, is the thoughts, is the plan. Mars is Mars is, you can think about your Cancer, your blah blah blah. Mars, you can think about where Aries is in your chart. You can also think about your first house because it rules Aries, and Aries rules the first house, the house of yourself. Your rising sign is your Mars sign. And if you take out astrology, because I like to do both, I love astrology, but if you're not an astrology person, you can think of this day as a day to take actions or even make action plans. Or how have you been showing up in your action lately? Do you need more action, or do you need to balance your action? Are you overly doing something? Just set plans in motion and plant the seeds of what you would like to see more of in your life when Mars Day comes up. Tuesdays are usually a really lucky day for me. Do I have an unlucky day of the week? But Tuesdays usually bring really great things to me. Um, Personally, on Mars days, I like to do book reviews, read a lot of books, take taking a class on astrology, learning more of astrology. I set for myself it'd be nice to do 90 minutes of astrology studies, do a book review, and write it out and make a YouTube video. I would like to start posting more consistently on Mars days, but hey, we'll get there when we get there. Like I always say in my YouTube, I do not like to say what I'm going to do. I like to just do what I do. I like to do what I do. So, yeah, those are my action plans for Mars days. I actually wrote all of this stuff. This page is marked in November 2024. Ooh, not her stirring a little bit. Okay, let me get through this. Mercury days, I dedicated. Mercury is Wednesday. Mercury is a planet of communication. Mercury also rules Gemini and Virgo. So you can think about the third house being Gemini being the third sign, or you can nurture your Virgo placement, which is the sixth house, the house in which you do things. It's the sixth house is the house of your daily schedule, like this video. Like, how do you your exercise, your health, your day to day, like what is your daily routines? And Virgos also analyze things. Like Gemini and Virgo are ruled by the same thing, but they do totally different things. Like Geminis think, and they're like the third sign, so they're like really like this. People think of, or astrology says that Aries is the infant, Taurus is the next one that comes out, then Gemini is the third one. So it's like full of intellectual things. It has a lot of facts, it has a lot of communication, like this and that. But then you think of a Virgo, they like analyze things, they organize things, they get a schedule down, they get because Gemini is I think, in Virgo is I analyze. So just keep that in mind. So Mercury day would be great for how do I communicate, but also how do I organize things. I told myself that on Mercury days, I would say, how do I want to express my communication? What are my communication goals? Am I effectively communicating? I would like to study my higher self on Mercury days, honor my higher self on Mercury days. I have a Patreon group where someone actually, the creator of the Patreon actually makes a higher self course, and I'd like to follow that course and study that and study her journal prompts, and the time she took to make that course is amazing. um Studying the Bible, or do a Bible study would be really nice. Find a Bible verse to work with for the rest of the week and until my Mercury return would be nice too. These There are a lot of things that y'all have seen books, you've seen suggestions, you hear. I'm a Gemini, so I take in a lot of information, and being clear with my mind is clear, and it's actually one of the clairs. I looked that up, and there is clear intelligence. So my thoughts are very clear for me. It may not always come out that way to others, but when I'm thinking it, it's very clear in my mind. Okay, 2 more days. So the next day will be Jupiter. So on Jupiter days is about abundance and creativity. This is also my earthly appreciation day. So it'd be really nice to go out to the earth and give offerings and do what the daily ritual said, like go out to the earth. And what do you see when you take deep breaths? What animals are you seeing? What plants are you seeing? How do the trees make you feel? How does the grass make you feel? I put altar work, crystal work. You can also look at your Sagittarius placement. You could also look at the ninth house because Sagittarius is the ninth zodiac sign. Earth Day declaration. I wrote down a declaration. Money flows in my favor. Money flows in my favor. You can think about crystals are very earthly things because Jupiter, Earth, abundance, all these things come to my mind. Crystals, herbs, plants, things of that nature come up when Thursday or Jupiter Day shows up. And the very last day is Beauty Day, which is Venus Day, Friday. Beauty, self respect, self care, femininity. I have the book Yoni, which is really with the P, Kitty Prayers. This could be Sacred Woman Day, and I also like to watch a movie on Fridays. I also take a pretty picture and send it to my sister because we're doing a Biggest Loser challenge between the two of us. So I like to take a picture and post it in our group chat for our Biggest Loser challenge on Venus days. So it's a really good day to respect yourself. Where's your Venus placement? Femininity, creativity. You might want to paint, you might want to draw. I like to write. Writing is an artistic expression for me. So those are for Venus days. I am actually going to go get my daughter. This is one of my longer videos. Oh, I didn't do Saturn day. Saturn, Capricorn. Rebuild the week, reflect on the week, boundaries. Did I set them? Did I stick to them? It's like a weekly review day, self-evaluation day. What did I learn and who did I learn a lesson from? Rebuild the week on Saturday. So, all right, y'all. Have a good one. Busted that video out. Do something to make yourself proud. Thank you for showing up for me. Show up for yourself too. Peace.